go. I think we're live now.
There we are.
All right. Check 1, 2.
Oh,
There it
turn
is.
this down.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, it's a fast one.
I was gonna say, I don't remember saying that.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so this is new for us, so just bear with us a little bit. That one's not connected. Where's the chat? There it is.
All right. Hey, everyone. How we all doing?
Oh,
So I know we were hoping. Yeah, it's so funny because it's delayed there, so it's like people aren't seeing it yet. There, but anyways, hey, we got a slight delay, everyone. So sorry about that. Hey, everybody's coming in. It's good to see you all. So we're hoping to get the video for Jim. This is so weird. This is so weird. Oh my God. We're hoping to get the video for the second half of Sterling up for tonight, but that's not going to happen. It'll be next Monday. But we wanted to come on and see everybody and say hello. I see everybody's popping in now.
can you read that?
I can read that. I'm not that old.
You're better than
We
I am.
got Sweden. We got people from everywhere popping in. So we're actually at, I can't say where, but I'm sure many of you probably know. And we're going to be investigating for the next couple nights here. So, well, thank you very much, Chris.
Our mystery location.
Mystery location. It's not going to be too much of a mystery.
No, I know. There's probably 90% of the people probably just can tell from the wall behind me here, but that's okay. All right, I can't pet this kitty anymore.
But yeah, so we're actually staying in a well-known haunted location for the next couple nights, and we're going to be investigating. So we got cameras already all set up all through here. We'll be setting up cameras in our rooms as well.
Remember the cameras up there too.
Yeah. So oh yeah, I'm looking at this.
Yeah, I was too.
Sorry. Yeah, so we'll be setting up cameras in our rooms, which we probably should go through ourselves.
Yeah, we definitely got to go through those first before anybody sees them in the public,
Yes.
because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of ugliness.
But hopefully everybody enjoyed the first half of Sterling Hill Mine. I mean, it was weird. It was a weird place.
It was a great place. Now, you had been in a mine before. I had never done that. And it's a completely different experience than investigating a house or even an abandoned hospital like we've done. It's totally different. And you've got to remember a lot of the physics that you would normally be used to in a building don't apply when you're in a long mine tunnel, and the acoustics are very different, and the water's dripping, and there's all these things happening that you wouldn't experience in a regular building.
But I will say, Jim put together that whole piece where it showed the timestamps of us in the mine. I think that was grossly manipulated.
Oh, what?
I think
All right,
grossly
that's a challenge to release the raw video. Maybe we'll do that for members. We'll release it to members and let them see the raw video.
There you go. So let's see what everybody's saying here. Hello, I see Jason, give you UK fans a shout out. What up? Hey, everybody in the UK. Hey, Sweden. I mean, we got people showing up from everywhere. Hey, Jen. Jen's the mod. She does a great job.
She does a great job. I just want to also say that this was kind of unplanned. Jason and I were talking earlier. We're like, geez, we just couldn't get the second part. And we're not calling it a part 2. We're calling it a continuation of the Sterling Mine investigation. We just couldn't get it together for tonight. And we were going to be on the road filming and investigating. So we're like, you know what? Let's see if we can put something together here where we are and jump online and say hi to everybody. And it seems to be working so far.
Thank you, Jason and JJ, for the super chat. Thank you, Karen, for becoming a member. And but yeah, so the mine was great. We had a great time. I mean, especially that weird thing that we caught in the window. Now, I don't want to say too much on it because it'll be coming up in the following episode.
I will say this though: when you showed it to me,
you had asked if I had manipulated it.
I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, is this real?
And I had to look at you. I'm like, would I ever?
No, of course you wouldn't. And I knew the answer to that question, but at the same time, it was so striking. And you saw it if you watched the first part of the Sterling Mine investigation that we premiered last week. It's still online. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. At the very end, we show the image, and in the next episode, you'll see what we end up doing with it and how we go about trying to determine what we caught.
till death do us part. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. And and also, I mean, Sherry and Mandy spent 2 nights investigating there as well, and they're working on their footage right now. But I mean, it was such a phenomenal place, and just John and Chris from New Jersey, Para-Unity and Paranormal, they invited us in, and it was a wild time.
Yeah, they're great people, and they were wonderful hosts and hostesses, and we made them do the 360 walkthrough.
Well, we didn't make them. We didn't make them.
I think we suggested it, and they jumped right on the idea.
Yes.
But they did a great job with that too. And I do want to say something else. There have been some people, maybe one person, I don't know, who is like critical of how John was talking to Chris. That's the way they're sarcastic to each other. They joke around. They have fun with each other. They've been together forever.
Yeah.
And they get along very well. We know they're joking, so please don't start down that road.
But John's like that. Well, even Chris is like that to everybody. That's just
That's right.
That's how they are.
That's how they are, and they're great people, and they were wonderful hosts.
J Dell, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Dying to learn about your equipment. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of different equipment. I mean, here we've.
You know what? I'm going to grab something.
Okay.
Just a camera that we use.
Jim's just going to randomly take off and grab stuff. Oh yeah, show them what we usually use. A lot of people have been asking what kind of cameras we use while we're out investigating, and it's pretty much these. It's the Canon XA60s, and they're really good cameras. They have white IR, which is easier on the eyes, and it makes it easier for everybody. So.
Yeah, and basically what we'll do, sometimes the tree gets a little higher, like Jason will have a thermal or something above that. Or
I've created weird
yeah,
things.
sometimes you have some weird stuff going on. But generally, we have an IR illuminator on here because the IR light on the camera is just not strong enough sometimes. I run a shotgun mic on mine for syncing purposes. And that's pretty much it. It's a really nice little unit, and it does a great job for us.
All right. People are saying, yeah, John and Chris are great people. Known them for years, and they truly are. I think people got to understand that. I mean, everybody, the way they interact is different. No, thank you very much.
All right.
Lena,
So I need to know what SEK is.
I believe that. I don't know.
What currency is that?
I have no idea.
Lena Johansson, is that Sweden or Norway or Denmark? Where are you, Lena?
So somebody says love the Estes method. I mean, I haven't tried it. I've seen it done. Never tried it yet. Tara, hey Jason, how are you doing? Hello everyone. I'm doing great. Keeping busy.
We observed the Estes method with Kalani and Savannah when we were at Bolton Mansion, right?
Sweden. Yep.
Oh,
thank you, Lena.
Thank you so much. And so we got to watch them do that. Jason and I haven't tried it. I know that our kids have done it a little bit.
I just don't know if you want to blindfold me and have me yell out random things.
Yeah, I don't want you to do that on camera.
Not the best to do
I
that.
don't want that on camera. I can tell you that much.
But thank you, Johnny Justice, for
did any? I'm just curious, and I don't want to get too deep into this, but did anybody take a guess as to where we might be? I'm just wondering. Did you see anything?
Oh well, thank you, Blue Beef. Oh geez, $20. Thank you very much.
You.
Love from us to you guys. Let's see. The Ghosted Women still waiting for you to come to Florida. Trust me, it's freaking cold as hell here. I would love to be investigating in Florida, like checking out places in St. Augustine.
I think we've both actually. I need to check something. I think we've both said at one point or another, why aren't we investigating in Florida?
All right, hang on.
I just want to scroll.
Jim's just checking one thing. So, are you in Massachusetts? No, we are not in Massachusetts. I can't go by states. My God.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 20 questions exercise here.
No, we're not at Lizzie Borden house, but basement of the Alamo. I mean, again, that would be south. It'd be a hell of a lot warmer than where we are.
Yeah, man.
So,
although it's better today than it has been like the last week.
Yeah,
It's
been a pretty cold ass winter from Argentina. Oh, well,
no.
Hello there. Yeah, we're in the U.S. of course right now. Ohio.
We were going to be going to Canada.
Yeah,
we were going to be doing that. We had to postpone that one, and thankfully so, because we think it's cold here. You can subtract 20 degrees.
Yeah. Then again, I mean, it's been cold in the lower parts of the U.S. right now. I mean, I've been hearing from friends who've never had snow, and they've gotten 4 to 6 inches, which is, I'm going to leave that alone. Leave it alone. Anyways. come to Canada. I'll come to Canada. I just don't want to friggin' do it in the winter.
Yeah. Oh, Sally says it's not that cold there. What do you think? What do you call not cold,
Yeah.
Sally? That's what we need to
And
know.
then ask her if she's going by Fahrenheit or something.
Yeah, that too. Pennsylvania.
So.
Huh? Yeah, we're not going to do the 20 questions game. If you've recognized where we are, but all I can say is so far we just arrived here today. We've been setting up all day. It's a phenomenal place. We're going to be here for a few days. We're sleeping here.
And some stuff already happened.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Can you see the store behind me? Right over here. It's delayed, so I don't know if I'm pointing in the right
I
place.
don't know if I'm moving my head in the right way, but yeah.
That door.
You're gonna look crazy on camera. You're gonna be pointing to something for the longest time.
But yeah, Jay was setting up stuff over here, and all of a sudden the door opened, and we expected somebody to walk through. We won't say who the owner is, but we thought the owner was going to walk through, and nobody was there. The door closed, and that was it. Bizarre.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't have our cameras rolling at the time, but
And I saw somebody ask if we're going to be doing live investigations, and we're actually working our way up to it. I mean, we got to find the right location. Remember, it's got to have strong enough Wi-Fi signal and everything else where our cameras aren't going down when we're live, because the least thing people want to do is just watch a black screen.
yeah, one of the worst things that you can do if we try to present a live investigation. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to touch your knee.
That's weird.
A live investigation is have intermittent internet issues, because that is more frustrating than anything. So the place has to have solid, very high speed internet for us to do it the right way. And we've been narrowing places down, and hopefully we'll find one and be able to do that before too long.
All right. Looks like we'll be getting light snow again here in Maine. I mean, you can have it. I used to love winter. I used to love getting out and snowmobiling. I mean, we used to be snowmobiling all through the mountains, and now, I prefer to get on my jet ski or boat, and I don't want to deal with that crap anymore.
It's very different now. Whoa.
J. Dell, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Nice guys. Also help with the audio. Let's see. All right. Would love to hear from you guys back. I know your mutual friend, Greg O'Brien. Huge influence. Your work is inspiring. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Audio evidence from Fort Mifflin. Yeah. So let's see if we can get some questions here.
What is the best tool to use for investigations?
Common sense.
Eyes and ears and common sense.
Common sense.
I think people who we've gotten into a habit, a lot of investigators, where they're looking at a screen the whole time they're investigating, whether it's a phone or it's a computer or some other screen, and they're missing what's happening around them. And I mean, those are tools. Sure, there are places for those tools. But if you're not using your eyes and your ears and experiencing the room for yourself, was it something I said? Then you're not really having the experience yourself. You're actually doing it. It'd be like watching it on TV. It's really not much different if you're just staring at a screen.
And we're gonna be testing out this piece of equipment. Sean from GoStop sent me this. It's called the Solus,
yeah.
And it does EMF, vibration, I mean, all the stuff, temperature, you name it.
And it logs it.
It logs it. It saves it to the memory card that's inside. So we're looking forward to testing this beauty out tonight and seeing, how it works and if we're able to implement it. And I think it's important because, again, it logs the data and it timestamps it and everything else. And we're able to check it out. So, well, as you can see, the vibration's working. But, all right.
Stephanie, this is not the Stanley Hotel, but that's a great place.
I love the Stanley. Just, again, not in winter. All right, let's see.
I remember meeting you at Jason Escaricon in Syracuse, New York, quite a few years ago. Yeah, it was like 2011 or 2012.
And I know a bunch of you have checked out my son Austin's page. He just started. He's actually going to be posting an investigation video, I think this week. So, and if you want to see the page, make sure you type @. So it's @Austin-Hawes. So his video is going to be coming out this week. Let alone he's been pulling some smart ass little pranks on me. You'll see on the video. Austin, he's been making more content for his page, but
that you weren't aware of, like filming you and not telling you.
He's filming me, and he tells me he's filming me, but he's been telling me it's for certain purposes, and I know it's BS. I
I
mean,
gotcha.
it's so I know he'll be posting some of that too. But all right, let's see. Austin's trailer looks good. Can't wait. Yeah, and it's all about keeping it real, and I mean that's important. It's so friggin' weird. You guys have the best banter.
This cat looks. Looks real for a whatever it is. It looks very real. Very real.
Because that is her. That's
That's a stuff. That's
well,
taxidermed.
That's her old cat.
No, please don't.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm joking. Jeez. All right. Yeah, Austin's preview video did look good. I mean, they had fun. It was him and his twin brother Logan, which you're going to notice my twins look nothing alike, and they even have different birthdays. So, but yeah, so they were there. Jim's son James was with them, so they had fun. They had a blast, and that was at Hartsuff Hall, also known as what Grand Army of the Republic.
Yeah, Grand Army. It's the Grand Army of the Republic Meeting Hall. Yep.
And Matt Warner from Warner Paranormal brought us in over there, and just a great guy.
And it was a good place too. And Austin's releasing an investigation there, and we will be at some point too because we were there as well. Jay Dell, no, I'm not a Rhode Island, and Jason's not a Rhode Island native either. He's a transplant to Rhode Island. Jason's actually an upstate New York native, like I am.
Yep. Thank you, Liz D. Leon, for the $20 super chat. She says, "Love you guys. Good luck to Austin on his new endeavors." Thank you so much.
Can you see it again?
JV, Thrifted Design. JV, are you single?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Damn, I was hoping. So,
does that change things?
Thank you very much, Thrifted. You're a sweetheart. But yeah, so and Austin's investigating. My son Logan's investigating. He's actually putting together a page. And so they're going to do things together. They're going to do some stuff with other family members. So it'll be a blast to see, honestly, all the stuff they do. And I mean, they're funny.
So here's a chance for you guys. One step short of me being involved in a live investigation with us. I can't promise you we can do this because I don't know what equipment we have or don't have. But we're about to start investigating once this live stream is over for the next couple of nights. What method or process would you like to see us undertake during this investigation at this mystery location? We'll shout it out when we do it, but what would you like to see us try to do that you haven't seen us do yet?
Thrifted Design, same person asked if you're single, just said you without a shirt. They want to see you investigate.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think you really want to see that anyway.
Double ested method? Oh. Can you imagine double estimate? You both got headphones.
You're both just shouting stuff out.
And you're just
Nobody's
yelling at each other,
questions.
facing each other.
Nobody's asking questions.
Sounds like two old people fighting. So the water bottle. All right. So a bunch of you probably saw the video I did with Satori and Cody. It was a water bottle. They had a water bottle attached to the ceiling. Oh my God. Cody got the shit knocked out of him.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, it was like every time. It was magnetically attached to the poor kid's face. But yeah, so, and I seemed to luck out. I mean, it barely ever hit me. But yeah, so, wait until you guys see one that they decided, Satori and Cody and Austin decided to do a tortilla challenge. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying, but a Ouija board?
What?
Somebody suggested we do a Ouija board session.
I mean, it's not the board that has any power. It's just I'm not a fan of it. Because you're asking something to channel through you to make contact. I don't like doing that stuff.
And then we also had a request for the old school flashlight method. I don't think we've got flashlights that are the same design.
So those are the kinds that you screw on,
right,
and you screw to a certain point. Problem is, it goes to show that there's a current that after a period of time will jump through that. So it'll give you false readings. So you got to be careful with that. Actually, leave a cam in a house alone for an hour. We leave cams all the time. The only thing is, we only show it when something actually happens. Kind of like Wilson Castle, when
That's right.
those cameras were rolling for days on end.
That was a great
Yeah,
clip.
and
I
the only
still
reason
love
we
that.
knew we caught something was because I got an alert to my phone because it sends you a text message letting me know that it had picked up audio. So of course we went and watched it, and we caught that music box randomly start playing at two something in the morning.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have cameras rolling all the time. They're rolling now in different parts of this location.
You almost said it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Little Sprite, thank you so much for the $25 super chat. Love you guys. Been watching from the very beginning. So glad we could follow along. Well, thank you. If you've been watching since the very beginning, you've watched me pretty much grow old on camera, and you've watched. I mean, the show started when my boys, they were 4 days old. So my twins were 4 days old when I started filming the show. And in the very first episode, you see, we brought them home. And now, like I said, my twins are 20. And I mean, the very first episode, you see Tori, little tiny Satori, run up to me and hug my legs. So it's been amazing.
It's crazy
has.
that it's been 20 years. I
Yeah.
mean,
This coming October, this year, it'll be 21 years.
that's insane.
Yeah, October 6th.
Insane.
So,
I did see. I think it was Tracy. I'm sorry. This is much further away than we're used to having the chat, so we're struggling to read it. But I think Tracy, maybe, or maybe it was Trish. I'm not sure who said they want to see us just sit in a room quietly and listen. I think we always do that. I mean, but that's always.
Well,
it's a great method.
you're never quiet.
Well, I try to be, but I get a little antsy.
I always find something to talk about. It's like, Jesus, man, shut up. Jason JV asking the spirit to move water bottle like meatloaf. Yeah, I mean, I remember that. So let's see, 2004, I believe. Yep, the show started in 2004, October 6th, 2004. Let's see, it's been a fun ride with you guys. Love watching. Thank you so much. And it's been fun having you guys follow everything that I've been doing for so long and the team's been doing for so long. Ghost Stop wristband recorder. It's funny, I just set Austin up with one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. So
What is it? Just an
it's
audio
an
recorder on the
recorder.
wristband?
Yeah, audio
Oh,
recorder.
that's cool.
Does good. So fill the house with Tesla coils. Probably electrocute ourselves. Scariest encounters you guys have experienced.
Ooh.
That's actually probably from the living, not the dead. So welcome to Paris supporters, Eliana.
I will say, as it relates to scariest encounters, I always find the most recent good encounter I've had not to be the scariest, but the most exciting. And I think when your adrenaline flows because you're having a real legitimate encounter of some kind, that is the best. And we've had several of those in the last few investigations. I mean, it's amazing how fortunate we've been with these investigations that we've been doing, because we've been in some great places. Now, there's been a lot of quiet time, of course, but we've had some really cool stuff happen in our investigations, and it's really rewarding.
Missy asks, are you coming to the UK? I plan to come out to the UK at some point here. We've been talking about it, getting out there, investigating with some teams out there and some people out there. We've got some good friends. So I'd love to get out there and investigate some of those locations.
We would love to do that.
So let's see. And you since the beginning, a lot of people with that. Thank you very much. It means everything. Hello to Oregon out there. Any plans to go back to St. Augustine? Yeah, I got lots of plans to go back to St. Augustine. Hey, that's where I hope to get the hell away from winters. I plan to eventually, move down there. Get down there during the winters, come back to New England during the summers. So come to Elios Asylum. I want to actually go there. I was supposed to. We were talking with Colin from Paranormal Files. I was going to try to join him on that. I just couldn't fit it into the schedule. Jason, I've watched you since the beginning and I've always admired your integrity and humor. Thank you. Honestly, I don't think my humor showed up well enough on camera a lot of times.
They cut it. They
did.
in a lot of cases.
At least here, I mean, you see it, but they felt like, oh, you had to always look like you were serious. I mean, I like to have fun.
If you've watched our investigations, you know that we like to have fun.
Yeah. Loved your St. Augustine episode. Well, thank you. Please come back to Tombstone Birdcage Theater. That was a phenomenal location. That's where Grant and me both experienced the same thing on different floors. He saw it.
That's
I
the
saw it.
apparition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the place was great. I love Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's surprising because you expect it to be so much bigger
Right.
than it is, but it's just like one street. So, all right. We got lucky to meet Jason and Altoona there, first episode. Oh, thank you.
Jason and JV down under. Australia would be awesome.
I would get in so much trouble in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his weakness.
Yeah.
The Australian accent.
On the women's Australian accent.
Best prank you ever pulled on JV?
Lep Castle in Ireland was phenomenal. Best prank I ever pulled on JV. Been acting like his friend for 20 years. Oh my God.
There's too many. We're constantly
I don't-
picking on each other, pranking each other, joking on each other constantly. It's nonstop.
I mean, it's like a daily event, so I don't know.
It's nonstop. When especially we're hanging out, we're doing these things. It's constant. Most of the stuff we can't show.
Well, we probably could now. It's on YouTube.
That's
We
true.
couldn't do it if we're on
That's
TV.
true.
Jason, it's the anniversary of you guys investigating Kings Island amusement park. Oh wow, yeah. Jeez, that was a long time ago. Love the vibe. We got, let me just say, somebody said love the vibe of the group. All the followers on this page, whether I know there's some that aren't fans of the page, and that's fine. But I mean, everybody is just phenomenal, and I'm more than happy to take criticism and stuff like that. But as long as it's in a positive way, then you're welcome to be a part of the page. But I mean, everybody I think the majority of all the people on the page are just phenomenal people.
They are, and not just phenomenal, just in spirit, but also one of the things that, and somewhere along the way, someone made a comment. You may, meaning we, may have missed something in one of the videos, in one of the investigations. We by no means think we caught everything in our videos. We do our best, and we pull things out that we see and that we feel is good to repeat and show and highlight. But you viewers catch some amazing stuff that we didn't see at the time, when we were reviewing. So keep that up and keep telling us what you see and what we missed.
Well, think of it like Ghost Hunters, where they used to show the team reviewing the evidence and stuff. I mean, we'll see some things, we'll mark those spots, and we'll make sure that we put those in the episode. But we don't have the time. We don't have the time or the manpower to go through all the footage.
We've got
right now
8 to 10 cameras running.
Yeah. Right now we have
24 hours a day for the 3 or 4 days we're at a location. It's almost impossible for just the two of us, and it is just the two of us generally, to go through all that footage.
So we rely on you all to actually pick up some of this evidence. So I'm working with Jen trying to put another thing together where people can actually communicate and share that stuff as well. So,
and I have never been to that battlefield. I'm a military historian, so I love visiting battlefields that are memorials. So I have to put that on the list. Thanks for mentioning it.
And somebody just asked if we plan to investigate homes like we did on GH. We do investigate homes. But a lot of people don't want their private homes or families filmed. So we still investigate homes. It's just not something that we do on video. And again, thank you for the thrifted design, for the $5 super chat. Jason, I actually met you like 20 years ago. I am friends with your sister Yvonne. Oh, geez, yeah. We met a couple times. Sorry, JV, didn't mean to stir up trouble.
It's all good.
Sister Yvonne, my oldest sister, lives out in Tennessee. Well, it's awesome. All right, let's see here.
What were we just saying? Because I did want to add to that. What were we just talking about?
Oh, well, I was just saying how we investigate homes.
The other problem, just to understand, the other problem with homes, like one of the things that's very important for us when we investigate is that we have the place to ourselves for 2 or 3 days. And that's difficult for a homeowner to vacate their house for 2 or 3 days for us to go in and do the investigation the way we want to do it. So it makes it a little more challenging to do a private residence versus a place that is more suited for public visitation. Just so you know, there are some mechanic issues that make it a little more difficult.
Doing the show, I could have them I could have the show, rent them hotel rooms, give them a place to stay, so we didn't have to deal with the contamination. But Of course, I mean, that's not the way it's going to go now. We don't have an endless budget.
Right.
We're doing what we do the best we can do it. Eliana, I did see you say something about doing a collaboration with Mythbusters. We've actually done things with Tori and them as well. So they've been friends. They're always welcome to be a part of whatever we do. So
Thank you, Christian. I think it's Christian. I think that's what that says. It's either Christine or Christian. I think it's Christian. Thank you. We love Texas.
all right, GSZ. Any plans to go abroad in Mexico? Yeah, I would. I've been down to Mexico. I was at the Island of Dolls. I did that with Expedition X, and yeah, I'd go down there in a heartbeat. So
Is that an old one?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
it's an
okay.
older one.
How do you get out of that?
I don't know what you hit. I think you got to go up to right below that. Yeah. All right, there we go. Sorry, JV's pushing buttons, it's screwing things up.
I can't see to read what I'm doing.
All right. How's Barry from GH doing? Barry from GH is doing great. I saw somebody ask if I'm going to investigate with Steve and Dave. Yeah, they're always welcome to investigate with me. Dave lives down in Florida now, so we'll investigate as we can. Steve, he's just been doing his book stuff, but when he gets done with that, we'll be investigating just like we did prior to the show.
I think that cat stirred up my allergies.
It's not a real cat, Jim. Not a real cat. So, Jesus, what the hell is going on? Let's see. What do we got? We're watching GHI. Isn't Bobby's been? Yeah, Bobby Mackey's has actually already been torn down.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for YouTube, or we lost seeing you. And also Project Fear. Oh well, I mean we've been having fun. Yeah, JV's allergic to fake cats. Yeah, that's so friggin' true. Let's see. I still have Ghost Hunter DVDs. I don't even have a DVD player anymore. I mean, how times have changed.
Serious? Well, that's true. Times have changed, but you don't even have a player anymore?
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, like you wanted to. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you still got the record players going. So.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. I
love-
wasn't joking.
Yeah, I love my turntable and my vinyl.
Yeah. Boyd, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you ever plan on going to
Cerro Gordo Ghost Town?
in California? I'd be more than happy to. So, but somebody's either got to invite us out there, unless it's abandoned and we're just able to get in there.
Jennifer suggests I take some imaginary Benadryl to handle my fake cat allergies. Not a bad suggestion.
No. Let's see. All right. Trying to read some of these guys. So, hell, they still have a Betamax. Bitter Troll.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was funny. I've when Christmas time and you're putting up Christmas decorations, then you take them down and kind of moving things around your house in your living room or whatever. I have like 2 big bookcases full of DVDs, and I'm like, why do I still have these here? I haven't touched one of these DVDs in years, since everything is available on streaming services. I don't know.
Let's see. What was one place that you were too scared to go to? Too scared to go to? I don't have any place I'm too scared
What
to
about a cave full of bats?
Yeah, and so I have one place I'm scared to go to. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go investigate somewhere I knew that was infested with bats. I just wouldn't do it. I mean, so no disrespect to you two studs, but you need a female.
Oh.
No, yeah, I agree, and thank you. So, let's see. Do wireless cameras bring more activity compared to wired due to EMF? I haven't seen that. It's a good question.
It is a good question.
I haven't seen that. Right now, we're running wired cameras through here. Have you ever considered sharing your entire recordings from an investigation so that fans can help you view it? It'd be nice, but that's a lot. I mean, every time we make an episode, you got to remember that each one's like 3 to 4 terabytes.
Yeah. So
I don't think there's enough room to load that everywhere.
And again, it's not just one camera. It's not just 2 cameras. It's 10 cameras. So if you're suggesting maybe we just take Jay's video and just share his, you're still talking about 700-800 gigabytes of video data, if not
a
more.
lot.
And if it's over multiple days, you're talking about more. So that's a tough thing to do. And the other thing about that is that I don't think you realize how boring a lot of it actually is.
Paranormal Bible, Jason, you don't do demonic cases. Actually, we do, but I don't need to put it out there for people. I'm not trying to write a book on what somebody's dealing with when it comes down to a demonic or a negative type haunting. So we work very close with numerous religious organizations that we get called in to do preliminary write-ups on if we believe that it is a negative type haunting. 99% of those had nothing to do with the paranormal. So, yeah.
There were two things I wanted to comment here. Amy suggested that we maybe feature a static cam. We might be able to do that. Just throw one of the static cams up and let people check it out. But what about so Stella said, why don't we should do a comedy episode sometime. And the funny thing is that we had, during one of our last lives that we did from our studios, we were sharing some old bits that we had done on the radio. And we were laughing and reminiscing about how much fun we had making the comedy stuff. So we might want to do that at some point, have a little fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is cancel culture. We'll probably get
slapped on the wrist or worse.
Bitter Troll, thanks so much for the paraphrase. Appreciate all you do for the paranormal community. I appreciate what the paranormal community does for the paranormal in general. So thank you. Crapco, yep, Crapco.
Yep, the Crapco stuff.
Let's see. Place near Civil Hill Mine that is haunted. Ringwood Manor. I'd check it out if they call this in. You deserve a lot more than 132,000 square. Well, thank you, Cooper, but we're just letting it build as it builds.
Organically.
We haven't gone into a whole pushing thing. It's just people find the page. And
the thing about Jason didn't really do anything on YouTube until last year.
Yeah, I had the page for 15 years. I didn't do anything.
And last year when we started doing these, we started basically at 0 for subscribers. And in the course of 10 months, it's gotten to where it is, which we agree. We'd like to see it bigger. We always want to see it grow. But it's pretty phenomenal how far we've come. And it's because of all you guys. So thank you.
And you know what? We've done it keeping it real.
Yeah.
We're not out there. My God, we could be faking doors opening and closing and making things go viral. And it's not about that to us.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I prefer to keep my
integrity. We don't do anything that's fake on this show.
I prefer to keep my integrity than anything else. So it's just so. But did you really just kiss that?
I didn't really make contact. Okay.
Oh man, jeez. You guys, have you guys ever seen anyone that has passed away? Yes, I've seen loved ones pass away. I've been with them when they have passed. Yep. Let's see.
Have you ever seen an apparition? Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I believe, yeah. Does Jason still work? I haven't. I talked to Carl here and there. We haven't worked on anything together in a while. Have you ever seen drone activity around Rhode Island? Yeah, every time I'm
every time you're using your drone.
I haven't seen anything flying around, and there's.
Is that starting to die off? Those claims? Is that starting to stop?
I don't know.
What's happening?
I don't know. Let's see.
Do you hear those voices actually?
I do. So I don't know if that's from outside.
I have to assume it's outside. I don't know.
Let's see. Oh God, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah, Christy, that's one of the reasons we did this live tonight is because we do not have the continuation of the Sterling Hill Mine investigation ready. It'll be premiering next Monday night, a week from tonight. So you'll be able to see it.
And
now.
Joe, I saw Joe, you asked if it's hard to get permission to investigate these locations. No. And I wouldn't investigate a location unless I had permission. So how did the history with the paranormal change your views, if at all, on religion? Yeah, religion, it's tough because I never want to downplay any religion. But it's definitely made me see things differently. Yeah, I got to be careful on that one because I don't ever want somebody to take offense to.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm a Catholic, and Catholics are not supposed to believe in ghosts. I don't really understand that because I quite honestly believe an afterlife is an afterlife, and and we can all interpret it in different ways if we want to. So in my personal belief system, seeing and experiencing the paranormal has actually strengthened my belief
Well, and even
in
beyond
my
that,
religion.
there's different divisions within all the religions. I mean, they say, well, this doesn't exist, but then they have departments that actually handle specifically these things. So, there's a lot of talking out of the side of your mouth and doing something else. So, let's see.
What? There was something else on here. I have to scroll back because I can't remember. I was trying to remember what it was, and oops. I don't know.
Not sure.
Whatever. I can't.
All
Sorry if I missed your question. I saw one there that I wanted to address, but it's scrolled back too far.
Am I going to have guests from ghost hunters on my investigation? Yeah, I plan to. So, do you think there's a difference between spirit and a ghost? Yes, I believe that a spirit is something that's passed on and comes back and visits. I actually did a video about this a long time ago on my YouTube page. A ghost is somebody that hasn't fully gone, passed over.
Welcome, Heather, to your first live. We do these, I don't know, a couple times a month generally.
It was very robotic.
Was it?
It was like, thank you, Heather, for your first live. What the hell was that?
Sorry. Didn't mean it to be that way, but seriously, thank you for joining us and welcome.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Rolling Catholic, and it's part of the family deal with death. Wow. Let's see. I love this. Thanks, guys.
Listen, if you're new to the channel, and I don't know that Heather's new, but new to the lives anyway, and you haven't taken a moment and hit the subscribe button, please do that. And also hit the notification icon, because that'll alert you when either we go live or we're premiering a new investigation video or other content goes up. And we appreciate it when you do that. And as you do that, the more you do that, the more our stuff gets shared with people who may not know the channel exists, and we bring them into our family as well.
Yes. What do you think of Skinwalker Ranch? Honestly, I don't know enough about it. Never been there. They haven't invited me to come check it out. But I've heard things about it. What?
JV was channeling William Shatner. Jason, we must fight for our lives.
You did better playing the robot.
Oh, did I?
That was a better impression. Have you ever done an investigation in Indiana? Yes, I have. Yeah, numerous places. So,
hey, Mandy. Hey, Chris. Good to see you guys.
Hey, Mandy, Chris. We are heading to St. Augustine Lighthouse. Oh, I'm jealous. Anything to keep an eye out? Yeah, shadow figure at the top of the stairs, voices. I mean, the list goes on and on. All right, I would love to see you guys at Skinwalker Ranch. Well, again, if they invite me, I'd love to get out there and check it out. Where are you right now?
That's the question.
That is the question.
That is the question.
Not saying. My first live also. Well, welcome, Hugo. Happy you're enjoying the videos too. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So,
but the Sterling Hill mine investigation continuation, which will be next Monday, is going to be great. And if you didn't see the first one, which it's on the YouTube page, you can find it. The cliffhanger at the end. I mean, we did that intentionally, a little teaser, but the thing we caught at the end is so cool. And then you've got to watch the premiere next week to see what we did to investigate it and figure out what we actually did caught.
Floating Castles says, it's so awesome you're still doing this. JV is a good investigator too. Thank you. And the reason I'm still doing this is because I didn't do this just for TV. I did this for 15 years prior to a television show. A lot of other people do it because it was big and they could get on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, this has always been a passion to me.
And not only that, but you can tell when the ones that do it because they want to be on TV or because they want to be a celebrity or whatever, those shows don't last very long. Because when
they do, and you get possessed every episode.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, but you can tell when they're not sincere, and it's not fun to watch, or it's fun to watch just so you can laugh at them.
Yeah. You won't ever see me doing the whole. You want to go? No, that's not me. Sorry.
Maybe we
guys.
should do that tonight.
No, I'm
Maybe I
good.
should
I'm
put you
good.
in a room and
All right. So we can only take another question or two, guys, and we got to start investigating.
we have to investigate tonight.
So let's see here. What do we got? Dude, I love it. My boys watch GH on Roku. And we watch a YouTube investigation. Thank you so much.
Is it easier to get into cool places being you had the show?
I mean,
It
probably
helps.
makes it a little easier.
It helps. And it also helps that because we put a video of an investigation on the YouTube channel here and it gets 250,000 views. I mean, people, a lot of these places, they're trying to save these buildings. And the only way they can save these buildings is by generating interest in a lot of cases from the paranormal community. And those paranormal folks will come to these locations. And for a small fee, generally, they get an opportunity to investigate. And that's how these buildings are saved. Otherwise, they would be demolished in many cases.
So let's see. Do you have more encounters at particular sites like museums? No, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Where are you guys at? We're not saying where
Can't
we're
tell
at,
you.
but we're going to be here for the next few days. I like your YouTube channel because you guys are your authentic selves. Thank you. Well, and I have to apologize for JV though, but thank you.
I got to feed Muffy.
Feed Muffy. You know you named him Muffy?
I got to feed Muffy.
Sloan, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Can't believe it's been 20 years since we met in Arizona. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's been a long time. My God. Yes, you guys are legit. Well, all right, so anything new at the Conjuring House?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Avoiding that one. I mean, if you checked out her page, she's just slide down to the bottom of it. You'll see a whole nice slanderous libel message that she put out there again. So right now I'm just letting it build. So just because this was a oh well, thank you so much, Jado, for the $4.99 super chat. It means everything.
I love the fact that Bitter Troll really wants to know if that's like a fake cat that I bring everywhere with me, like my security fake cat.
No, this is not the blue lady. Gamerman, thank you. We're doing great. Oh, we're getting some scripture, I believe, now in there.
There you go.
All right. My
Ooh.
cat's name is Lucifer. I mean, this should be
Disneyland is haunted at night.
yeah, I mean, actually,
By
some
the-
people have been known to go into the
Haunted
haunted
mansion?
mansion and put family ashes down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do want to say this, though. Obviously, the folks in California, particularly in the LA area, and these wildfires are just devastating large parts of those communities. And our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers are with anybody who's suffering and everybody who's suffering from that. What a horrific
I have
sight.
some personal friends who've lost
Yeah.
their homes and
Unreal.
everything. And you're in our prayers. You really are.
Yep.
All right.
We should investigate.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything. And we're going to start investigating. We'll post some more stuff on YouTube soon. But again, thank you so much for the love. And just stay safe. Keep it real.
Maybe we'll do a little of this tomorrow. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
On to the next.
On to the next.